to. The goal here wasn't just make my smile look better. That was actually the last thing that I was worried about, because I liked my smile before. I wanted is to make sure that my teeth will stop chipping, because that was a big issue, because just my alignment wasn't proper and just my teeth would clash. They put the new attachments on and they messed up. They put the adhesive all over my teeth. Okay, so I just left my orthodontist. It's 24 minutes later, so actually this time I felt like they took a lot more time to chat with me. They actually even let me ask questions. Last time, the last two visits, that was after I got my Invisalign, they felt very rushed. Like they only checked that, oh, looks fine, you can go. So on the first visit, I think they did obviously put the attachments on, and this time they took it off. And it's very interesting. It was a lot easier to put the Invisalign back on without the attachments, and I didn't even take a look in the mirror yet without Invisalign. So when I get home, I'm gonna take a look how my teeth look without the attachments. I already got used to them, quite honestly. Like, I didn't really care. When I first got them, I was like, I can't wait to take them off. They were so uncomfortable. I kept biting myself, and then I thought I would be taking them off on the next visit, so on the technically the third visit, but the second visit after I got my Invisalign, the second visit, that's when I got it. It's 4 months currently. 4 months after I got Invisalign, they took it off, and they took all the pictures. They also did the 3D scans, and they will be working on getting me new Invisalign sets. Yeah, they said it's called like Midterm. Like, they didn't call it refinement. So whatever it is for that, they just said that it's like regular. Basically, they want to make sure, where my teeth are, if they are moving. She also confirmed that I don't really have to chew on Chewy for an hour. It just makes sure that I chew enough so my Invisalign is in place and I don't have any like spaces in between. I think I'm fine with that. I don't know why the first lady told me to chew it for an hour a day. That was weird and unnecessary. But anyhow, good visit, very nice lady. I'm actually glad that she was assisting me today. Good morning, everyone. It's Tuesday, and in almost an hour I have a dentist. I'm only worried I have my aligners off for too long today, since I have to keep them for over 20 hours a day. So I'm like, how long is gonna be this dentist appointment? But I think I'm gonna be fine. I haven't been feeling well the past few days, the past 2 days in particular. I didn't sleep well, and I've been very exhausted and grumpy and very low energy. So yeah, it's funny. It feels like it was actually Sunday yesterday, even though it was Monday, but I was just not very present, and I don't know, it's getting a little annoying. I don't know why I feel this way, but what usually helps me is to get some vitamin C in my body, like emergency. And I haven't been eating a lot of fruits lately, so that could be a possibility. Anyhow, I still have 20-30 minutes before I really have to leave, so I want to get some work done, and I'm gonna see you in a bit. Okay, so it's May, the middle of May already. It's been 5 months since I got my Invisalign, and I just came back from my dentist. So my teeth are looking really good. My sweet dentist told me that he's very happy for me, that I went through with the treatment, and everything is looking good. I'm happy. I actually wanted to film that update a month ago, back in April, because that's when I actually noticed the biggest difference. It was at the end of March, at the beginning of April. So it was basically at this 4-month mark, and it was just crazy. Even though I know that it was very gradual, the change, my teeth start to look so much better. And I think it's because at first they were trying to move all the bottom teeth, and then they start to move the top teeth. And I guess when they were done with the bottom teeth, and you could see this nice arch, the top teeth start to look good as well. And I just feel like I have new smile, and it's crazy to think that I literally just started my treatment. It hasn't been even 6 months yet, and Yeah, for the past month, I just, anytime like I look in the mirror and I see my smile, it just makes me so happy. And it's so perfect that our Hawaii trip was basically when I saw like the biggest difference. So it was just nice to look at the pictures and be like, wow, my teeth look really good. 4 months after, amazing. I also got my attachments. They're gone. I think it was last week, I think, when I went to get them shaved up. You can see my liners still have the little imprints. I'm gonna get my new trays. I think in 2 weeks. I still have 2 more aligner sets. So that's fine. I'm just gonna wait. I have my next visit. It was like I was scheduling for 3 weeks ahead. It's soon. So then I'm gonna get my new aligners. I'm very happy with the decision. I honestly didn't expect to see much of a difference like after just a few months. I was expecting to see the difference like usually after a year. That's what I've been seeing with other people, but I guess just it was different with me. And I know that there's still a lot of work and they told me that, and it's fine. My teeth look so good, and it's so crazy that it just started, and it's so rewarding, the whole experience. And I was worried because I think it's a this one. Yeah, I think one of those teeth, I can't see, but I think it's this one. The tooth didn't keep up with all the other teeth, and that one, there's a gap in my aligner, like between the tooth and the aligner. And they say use the chewy to make sure that there's no spaces, and there are no spaces for other teeth, but just that one tooth is falling behind. And they did take the scans. I am a little upset with myself because I didn't point it out that I have that issue with that one tooth. I don't know why. I was asking some other questions and I didn't think to like, hey, I'm worried about that one tooth. Basically, when I came back home and I started looking, okay, let's see my teeth, how they look without the attachments, and it just, the difference was so much more pronounced without the attachments, because like technically I can very easily put my aligners back on without having these attachments on my teeth. So it's a lot easier to put them on. And because of that, like I put them on and it didn't click as much on the bottom. So yeah, I'm gonna talk to them about it in 2 weeks, so it's gonna be fine, hopefully. After that, I went back to using the chewy for like at least 10-20 minutes after any time like I take them off and I put them on. I just try to chew on the chewy for as long as I can. They said an hour is too much, don't worry about it, but make sure that chew the chewy for enough time so there are no gaps. That's a goal, and that's what I'm trying to do, because I am a little worried about it. I'm 5 months in the process. That should take at least 18 months, so I have plenty of time, hopefully, to get that back in shape. But that's the only thing. A part of it, I haven't had any issues with my teeth, with aligners, nothing, which is great. I thought like it would be very hard for me to use to aligners, but like it's so natural for me. I used to take my aligners off before I left my car when I was going to lunch. Now I just keep it in my purse, and whenever I'm about to start eating, then I take my aligners off. And I don't care anymore if like other people see me taking it off. I just don't care anymore. It's fine. And it's nice that I get that extra time, because sometimes I would wait for my food for 10-20 minutes, sometimes 30, and then I would start eating and I would have to rush because, I have to put them on the aligners. I have to put them on ASAP. So I don't worry about it anymore. I just feel silly that I did worry about it earlier. Like, no one cares, and even people they see it and they are excited for me. Like I was having lunch with some other people and they were like, oh, you have aligners, that's so cool. It's totally fine. You're just taking care of your teeth, and that's a good thing. So I think that's it for this update. I'm really happy, and it's also nice to hear all the words of encouragement from my dentist and them seeing the results too. The goal here wasn't just make my smile look better. That was actually the last thing that I was worried about, because I liked my smile before. I wanted is to make sure that my teeth will stop chipping, because that was a big issue because just my alignment wasn't proper and just my teeth would clash. So that was a big issue, and I just kept getting my teeth chipped, which was so heartbreaking. And all the issues with teeth when they are crowded, there were places where I would get cavities because they were just so tight. So now I can floss much better, and I can see there are proper gaps between my teeth that allow me to floss properly and brush my teeth a lot more thoroughly. And that's the biggest thing that I'm just so happy, and it's just incredible that I can already feel the difference 3-4 months, and I can already enjoy the effects, even though like my treatment is not over. So that's all I wanted to say. And yeah, anyone who's thinking about getting Invisalign, don't wait. I thought like I would have to wait. I will have to wait for results, like 2 years. So if I start now, it's gonna take a while. But no, look, I can't promise that you're gonna get the same results as me in such short amount of time. But I do wanna say, don't get discouraged because of the timelines. I'm just excited that I committed, because I would wait another few months, and then it's been a few years since I like officially first went for a visit. So don't wait. That's my advice to my younger self. Okay, so I just left my orthodontist and I got new aligners and also 19 other sets, and they did add new attachments. So I'm still getting used to it because they are different places, and it seems like it fits well, but I feel like I have lisp again. It's probably gonna go away within a few days. It just like my tongue goes to those places where like there used to be attachments like on the aligners, and now they are gone. So it's like weird for my tongue to get used to it. It's interesting. And going back in 10 weeks, and so that's gonna be August. And yeah, they gave me 19 sets, so 19 more weeks. And I found out that one tooth that I felt like it wasn't tracking, well, it was tracking fine. The reason why it was looking weird was because it chipped. And it's weird because I was talking to them and I was like, yes, I've noticed that like basically in the mornings after sleeping, it just, that part of the tooth was gone. And they said if you wear the aligners, that's supposed to actually help because it's protecting tooth. So it's very weird. I don't know why it just chipped off. One of the reasons why I actually got Invisalign was because I was so tired of just getting my teeth chipped. I don't know why. It just, my teeth are so delicate. I was thinking maybe like Crohn's, because I have Crohn's disease. Maybe that's why like my bones are weaker. But it's only my teeth, quite honestly. So it's weird. It's definitely like one of my insecurities. It sucks because I love my teeth and they're chipping, and it's so sad. So anyhow, they did discounts. I think right after that tooth chipped, new aligners fit perfectly, and I can't tell that tooth is chipped when I have aligners on. They will have to do something about it when I get back. Okay, so I went back yesterday to my orthodontist because 2 days ago I came for my, I think it was like 4th visit, if I'm correct. Basically, it was my first visit to get my second set of aligners. On my first, which was technically the second visit, because the first visit was getting pictures and scans of my teeth, and on the second visit I was basically getting my first sets of aligners, and it was from 1 to 25, and this time I got from 1 to 19, and I have them currently on. They are definitely tight, but I feel like they fit better because obviously they took new scans of my teeth. First day, they put them on when I was still at the orthodontist, so that was like Tuesday. Technically, I usually change my aligners like at the end of the day, and that was like 10 a.m. So a few hours earlier, and it was fine. Like they put the attachments on my teeth again, which I didn't know would be happening because they shaved them down 3 weeks ago, and they didn't tell me that they would be putting new ones on, but it's fine. I was surprised a little bit. So they put new attachments on my teeth and they gave me new aligners, and it was a transition, definitely. On Wednesday, I woke up in pain. I literally had to take my aligners off just for a minute, just to give my teeth a break because it was very painful. I guess this was a pain similar to teething because like my teeth definitely felt like they were moving, and it was the itching pain, but not really. It didn't my teeth didn't itch, but it was this kind of pain that like I want to bite something, get rid of the pain. So yeah, the Wednesday was just not very comfortable for me, and then I went back to get my teeth polished because what happened, they put the new attachments on and they messed up. They messed up so bad. They put the adhesive all over my teeth. They didn't even try. It looked awful. It like my whole teeth were covered in that glue, and it was like white and it was very rough, and it didn't look good. It didn't feel good. I have to go back. Like, they have to fix this. I'm not gonna be walking around with my teeth covered in glue. So I went back yesterday and they fixed it. It's not perfect. Like the first time they put the attachments on last year, they did a much better job, and it was a different lady doing it. So maybe this one was just new at it. I don't know, but I'm disappointed with this whole thing. I always feel rushed at this orthodontist. It's so disappointing because it took me so long to find someone that I felt like I could trust, but all of them are just like money, and no one really cares about the client. It's just like, oh yeah, come in for 2 minutes, leave right away. We don't want to deal with you. We don't want to hear your questions. I've always feel rushed, and it's not great. And at this time, like, I would not recommend anyone to go to my orthodontist, because even though like I feel like my teeth are moving fine and the progress seems to be like going in the right direction, they didn't say, oh yeah, your teeth are looking great. They're just like, yeah, whatever, like, here are your new aligners. Yeah, looks fine. Bye. I just wish they would talk to me more about my progress. Like, they would tell me like, hey, this is looking good, this is how we predicted. No, none of that. And not to mention, every time I come in, there's a different lady, and I never see the main doctor anymore. So definitely a big disappointment there. Yeah, I only saw the main doctor on my first visit, and then never again. If I'm paying over $6,000 for this whole Invisalign kit, cost them $2,900, they told me, and the rest is basically for them. So if that's true, I feel like they could try a little harder. I'm a little disappointed, not gonna lie. Not super happy with how the attachments came out on my teeth. I may be going back again to get them polished because they are still pretty rough. Thankfully, I keep my aligners pretty much all the time, so I don't really feel it. I only feel it when I eat, when I'm brushing my teeth. It's like very rough. I feel like I'm scraping something. And I also feel like I'm eating that adhesive. Like, I know that I'm not, since there's just so much on my teeth. I feel like I'm eating it. It's not great. It's just like mentally, I feel like I'm pretty sure it's glued on my teeth and it's not gonna break off, but I don't know. Anyhow, quite honestly, I'm thinking of switching orthodontists. I'm just not sure if I will find anyone better, because I went to a few and they were all worse than this guy. And not to mention, I'm worried about the payments and everything. Like, my insurance, by the way, that's a whole thing. Like, I'm on the new insurance and they're stalling on payments. And they keep sending me letters, and then my orthodontist billing department is like, no, don't talk to them, we're gonna handle it. So it's very confusing, especially that I feel like they also don't really understand, because they sent me a screenshot of a letter they got and they said, oh, we are getting the payments. And in that letter, it says that they need to send them more documents and they won't get any payments. Did you read the letter that you sent me? I feel like a lot of people are like brain dead. I don't know, like maybe it's the allergies, maybe it's the weather, but I feel like it's just very hard to get someone to like listen to you. It's just a frustrating process when I feel like I'm not getting what I'm asking for. But if they are saying that they are handling, I'm gonna hope that they are. Insurance process thing, like, I had great time with Anthem. Guardian was okay too, yeah. But now I have Cigna and they're stalling on payments. Quite honestly, I still had much worse experience with pet insurance. We already had 2, and now the second insurance, I know this is a little off topic, but I don't know what's up with pet insurances. Like, they're the worst. They will try to look for reasons not to pay you out. And quite honestly, like, pet insurance is expensive, and like, just dealing with them, I feel like it's not worth the headache. I'd rather just open up a savings account and just put that money that I would be paying them into that savings account and make sure that I have the money. Like, whenever we have an emergency, like, I don't have to send the pet insurance letter and ask them to pay me back. Like, I can just pay it all. I don't know, like, I'm just thinking about it. Like, should I cancel my pet insurance? Let me know if you guys had issues with that, because I keep having issues with like insurance companies. Anyhow, it's Thursday and I definitely felt like that, I don't know, pain in my teeth when I woke up. Now it's a little better after I took them off for an hour and I ate and I put them back on. Now I don't really feel it, but anytime in the morning, it's just I can feel it. And I had a few weeks that I didn't have any issues with pain, and for the past month, even with the previous aligners, I don't know, I think it's because they are trying to move my front teeth. That's what's causing the headache. It's clearly like bigger teeth and they're my front teeth, so I feel like, I don't know, like it's harder to move them, because before, like, my teeth were like this, like here's my mouth, and they were like this, and they're trying to push them out like this, because technically, like, the correct bite should be that, like, your front teeth they won't be straight like this going down, they will be slightly like this. I can definitely feel it, so it's good that I feel it and I know that my teeth are moving, but it is painful. And I'm actually shocked because I had one tooth here, right? There was one tooth here that was literally like pointing out in my cheek here, like it was totally out of place, and I was sure that it's gonna be very hard to move that tooth, but they already moved it a lot. I didn't remember feeling that tooth at all, and my front teeth, such a pain. I don't get it. They asked me to come back in 10 weeks, so it's gonna be in August. It's probably gonna be a 2-minute checkup. That's what they did after that, my second visit, so like my first visit that I got my aligners. That was like a 2-minute checkup. They just looked at my teeth. I think they took the aligners off, put them back on, and that was it. Like less than 5 minutes. I was in and out. Quite honestly felt pointless because they didn't even tell me like, hey, is it looking good? Are you gonna tell me? But it wasn't my doctor. I wish they would tell me more. I'm gonna have to prepare some questions and just keep bugging them to get my money's worth. Yeah. Anyhow, that's the update for technically week 26, because that's my first set of new aligners and already went through 25 weeks. So 26, week 26. I don't know how long it's gonna take now. Like, they're not updating me on that. Maybe they can't really tell, but technically it's supposed to be 18 months and it's been like, what, 5-6 months now. So we will see. I guess I feel like I am like halfway there, but I don't know how long it's gonna take to move the front teeth, but it's looking much better. I didn't expect to see such big difference already. New attachments, first day I did have to get used to. I was biting my lip here on this one. Now I feel I got used to it, but the first day was still like, because they took them off and then they put them back on in different places. It's definitely much easier than when they first put them on, because it was so weird. Like, I never had braces or Invisalign, so it was definitely very strange. I gotta say, if you're looking for an orthodontist, check the reviews, because I recently went on Yelp to my orthodontist and they got some negative reviews, and I didn't see them before, and I think they are new. Before they used to have just positive reviews, so it's interesting. I feel like just my orthodontist, I don't know, changed, but seems like the reviews are telling the truth. Yeah, it's worth just reading them before you commit to an orthodontist. But that's it for this update. Again, let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you soon in the next one. Bye-bye.